friends, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new here. Are you on the brink of a life-changing decision and ready for a change of scenery? Picture waking up every day to the beautiful background of the Wasatch Mountains. Are you curious about what it costs to live in the capital city?
So today we're going to be zooming in on Salt Lake City in 2024. Whether you're looking to live amongst the beautiful mountain ranges or you're just seeking a balance between work and play, Salt Lake City just might be your next home sweet home. Let's go ahead and dive into what makes the city a hidden gem here in the heart of the West.
If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing here in northern Utah, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in northern Utah.
We are Sloane Kim Petersen with the Petersen Group, and we've been in the real estate business for 10 years, and every day we help people just like you looking to buy, sell, invest, and relocate to the northern Utah area, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to buy in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is in that description below, so we can help you make that smooth transition to northern Utah. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so obviously one topic that we want to dive into first is going to be the real estate here in Salt Lake City. Obviously, a big factor in the cost of living is housing, and we've had an interesting market here the last couple of years. As is the case in probably most of the United States. Our home prices here in Salt Lake did take off when we did have those never-been-seen interest rates of 2 and 3%. However, once rates did rise, we did see a stabilizing of the market, which is actually a very healthy thing. Right now, it's a pretty neutral market here in Salt Lake City. However, just keep in mind that we are in a housing shortage still. So as interest rates do continue to decrease, we do expect to see some of the market, of that last couple of years coming back, things like multiple offers and no concessions, which would be closing costs and seller paid, things like that. So really now is kind of the perfect market to buy in because of course you can always refinance once those rates do continue to drop. Now, in terms of the actual housing market here in Salt Lake, you can find anything from a condo to a small bungalow to even a luxury up to the multi-million dollars. Right now, the median home price though in Salt Lake City is hovering right around the $500,000 range. That's a really comfortable place to be just because, especially since a couple of years ago, we were reaching, close to that $575,000 to $600,000 median range.
Now let's move on to taxes and utilities. Now, one of the really great things about living in Salt Lake and Utah in general is our low property taxes. Utah's average property tax rate is 0.52%, which is the 6th lowest in the country. Part of the reason our property taxes are so affordable is because in Utah, residential properties receive a 45% exemption if they're the taxpayer's primary residence. That means only 55% of the home's value is actually taxable. As a result, median property taxes are super low. Now, in terms of utilities, those do vary by county, and in Salt Lake, for a median-priced home, the average monthly gas bill is roughly $62. The average monthly electricity bill is around $77, and the average monthly water bill is anywhere between $100 to $200, depending on time of the year and other factors like secondary water sources. Overall, Salt Lake's utility expenses are in line with the national average.
All right, so let's talk about some of the state programs like transportation. Salt Lake City benefits from a well-organized public transportation system featuring buses, light rails, which we call tracks, and commuter rail, which we call the front runner, that connect various parts of the city and the suburbs together. The Utah Transit Authority, which we call UTA, offers various fare options, which includes passes that can make daily commuting more affordable compared to personal vehicle expenses, in cities with less developed public transportation infrastructures. In terms of commuter cost, in comparison to other cities, our passes do cost a relatively low amount. A lot of companies do actually provide them for their employees for free or at a heavily discounted price to really help incentivize, using that public transportation. Additionally, Salt Lake City is quite bike friendly, and it is increasingly focusing on walkability scores, which can further reduce transportation costs for residents. In terms of gas prices, it's kind of strange because Utah does tend to be on the lower end of the scale. So currently gas in Salt Lake City is sitting around $2.72, which is well below the national average of $3.15 per gallon.
Okay, and lastly, we're going to touch bases on education in Salt Lake City. Public schools in Salt Lake City benefit from Utah's commitment to education with funding mechanisms in place to support technology in classrooms, teacher development, and innovative programs. Higher education in Salt Lake City is relatively affordable compared to many other parts of the United States, with institutions like the University of Utah providing competitive tuition rates and financial aid packages. This makes Salt Lake City an attractive option for families and students prioritizing education while managing living expenses. The city's education from public schools to universities aims to deliver quality education that prepares students for future success, all within a cost structure that, despite the city's slightly elevated cost of living, remains accessible to a broad segment of the population. And one thing you've heard us mention a lot is our Montessori and charter schools here. Those are free to students, which in a lot of other states they are not. So that's really great for people when they're considering cost of living.
So are you ready to embrace the unique blend of urban and outdoor living that Salt Lake has to offer? Whether you're planning on a move soon or just dreaming of a new start, Salt Lake City in 2024 does offer an affordable option for you to consider. Let's turn your dream of living in Salt Lake City into a reality.
Picking where you'll call home is an important decision, and we would love to help you make that smooth transition to the Northern Utah area. If you're looking to purchase in the Northern Utah area, we would love to help you out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. And until next time, we're keeping it real. Estate.